Hello, my royal lovelies. Welcome back to the channel, and as always, welcome to my home. So today I want to pick up on a few things where I left off yesterday regarding American Riviera Orchard and that jam, that rotten orchard jam, the strawberry jam. We'll get to that in a moment. And also, I want to pick up on Prince Harry's legal bill, which could total £1 million to be repaid back to the taxpayer. So we'll talk about that as well in a moment. So, without further ado, let's go on to Meghan's fruity flop. Now, I call it Meghan's fruity flop because I don't think it's generating the kind of attention that Meghan would want. I mean, I haven't seen many people coming out and saying, oh, we really want to buy this jam. This is really a product that we want to consume. I think the reception for this jam has been lukewarm, to say the least. I mean, this is more of a hot potato than some delicious strawberry jam. The one thing that I forgot to mention yesterday, in yesterday's video, which I think has been bugging me all night, and that is, why on earth would she choose to present strawberry jam with yellow fruits? She's got it surrounded by lemons, in a basket of lemons. You'd think that maybe she was producing lemon curd or something of that nature, but no, she's teamed the yellow of the sort of lemons with the red of the strawberries. I don't get it. Wouldn't you have sent a hamper with lots of strawberries in? I mean, at least one of her friends and influencers did actually present the jam with some strawberries. She sort of took it out of Meghan's basket and actually teamed it up with some strawberries. But yes, it seems like she's been sending out these baskets willy-nilly with a load of lemons. I mean, it is a lemon. I mean, I think it just about says it all, doesn't it? Also, as lots of people pointed out, the label was coming off. I mean, it looks literally like she's been printing it off at home herself. I mean, has she gone to the photocopier and literally copied it? It looks like something she's literally printed off at home. It's absolutely ridiculous. The label's coming off already. She can't even afford good glue. Maybe she's just used Pritt Stick. I don't know. Or blue tack. Maybe it's even blue tacked on. Anyway, another thing that I forgot to mention yesterday, which I've been milling about since, is why she would number them like a limited edition, number 10 of 50, number 17 of 50. To make it look very bespoke and custom. I still think that she's only done that because that is literally a sample batch. She is nowhere near sort of full-scale production when it comes to this product. She's just trying to generate interest. But I thought about another reason as to why she might have them numbered, and that is Meghan's obsessive level of control. She is a control freak. I mean, from one control freak to another, I recognise the signs. She is an absolute complete control freak. And she wants to know who is sticking to her rules and stipulations. Make no mistake about it. These baskets of her rotten jam, her flop jam, have been sent out with conditions attached to them, that you can only probably present them in this way, that you can only ever say good things about them, that you can't share the jam with the media. I mean, can you imagine if a jar of that jam got into the hands of a journalist or someone like myself, or even ended up on eBay? Can you imagine? It would be picked apart, the ingredients would be dissected and analysed. I mean, that will happen anyway when the product is eventually released. But this is to sort of pander to Meghan's level of obsessive control. She wants to know who is stepping out of line, who is using the product as she stipulates, and it's easy to identify the jar if it ends up in the wrong hands, if it is numbered. Make no mistake about it, there will be a list, and all of those 50 jars will be attached to the name that it was sent to. So, if someone steps out of line and, jar number 22 ends up in the hands of a journalist, or there's photos, where they shouldn't be, that haven't been pre-agreed or pre-stipulated by Meghan, then they will know who to blacklist or who to admonish. Yes, make no mistake about it, this is Meghan sort of exerting her control, her very carefully controlled sort of media output, media image of this product. And Meghan, we absolutely see you. I've left my fan flaps upstairs. Someone said yesterday that they missed my fan flap. I've left it upstairs. What I need to do is I need to get some sort of bag that I can take with me. What I need is a luxury handbag, but not a modern one. I need a classic luxury clutch where I can keep my fans in and my Meghan BS glasses, and I can just pull them out of my bag. That's what I need. So I will be keeping an eye out for a vintage British-made bag, I have to say. So yes, I think Meghan's level of control is just getting completely out of hand. And for a sample batch, I mean, Meghan, really? For all this for a sample batch? Anyway, everything that I said in my previous video stands. I just wanted to point out a few extra things that have come to light. Now, out of the 50 chosen selected influencers, those lucky so-and-sos. I mean, only 3 of them have so far decided to actually post an image of it. Now, it was 2 yesterday, and there has been 1 other as well today. So the latest is Kelly McKee Zajvan. I have no idea who she is, but apparently she is a mom influencer and former model. Well, aren't we all, my loves? We're all mom influencers, aren't we? Anyway, her work is completely unfamiliar to me. Her jar was labelled number 3. I wonder who got jar number 1. Maybe it was Oprah. But anyway, they've shared just those 3. Now, did anyone like Gwyneth Paltrow, Greta Gerwig, or other women that Meghan have worked with perhaps on her podcast? Maybe they got one. But make no mistake, it is completely controlled. So we wait with bated breath. I'm clutching my pearls with bated breath to see who else, this has been, who else has been subjected to Meghan's jam. Right, I'm moving on from Meghan's jam. Like I say, I've gone sugar-free. All of a sudden, I've just come over sugar-free. So Prince Harry faces a £1 million legal bill. That's probably something like $1.2 million or something of that nature with the conversion, after he comprehensively lost his High Court battle with the Home Office for downgrading his police protection when he and Meghan quit royal life. So as we know, he tried to sue and he basically was told where to go. Now, there is still a chance that he could appeal, but I think this is very, very, very highly risky. There is not much hope or chance of him getting this, but he potentially faces the £1 million legal bill when his own legal costs are taken into account. So it's estimated that the UK taxpayers' cost was £500,000 in total, with his own legal bills estimated to be about the same. It would be £1 million. Well, you win some, you lose some. And in this, case, he has comprehensively lost his case. So Peter Lane threw out the Duke's application to appeal against the ruling, describing one section of it as frankly hopeless. Harry, I still think he can go a little bit higher than that court, but it's been thrown out. He would be very silly and unwise to continue. So he previously vowed to appeal the case. He can still approach the Court of Appeal directly if he wishes to pursue it. I would advise against this because he's just going to end up with even more. Well, let him. Do you know what? If he wants to do it, let him do it. He's going to end up with egg sincerely all over his face. And it's taken 2 years of time. Anyway, he wants the same degree of protection. It's very unlikely he's going to get it. The Home Office spent more than £500,000 of public money successfully fighting the case. I mean, you know, Harry needs to realise that he has cost the UK taxpayer £500,000 that it did not need to spend. And apparently, Harry has submitted to reduce those costs. He wants to cut his own liability, subject to a reduction of 50 to 60%. Oh, come on, Harry. Come on. Apparently, this has been described as unsupportable. He added, for the avoidance of doubt, that the Duke's suggestion that his case had been partially successful was without merit. This is just Sussex spin over and over again. But the judge did agree with Harry's lawyers that the Home Office had committed certain breaches of legal rules, but he said these did not alter the fact that the claimant comprehensively lost. Sir Peter ordered the Duke to pay 90% of the public's legal bill. In my opinion, he should be paying all of it. The public should not be out of pocket. This is Frogmore Cottage all over again. He needs to pay the full bill. The public should not be out of pocket for this. So the exact sum was not specified. And yes, so far the government, under a Freedom of Information request, had spent £514,000, including more than £180,000 on barristers, £320,000 on solicitors at the government's legal department, and £2,300 in court fees. So Harry's bills are expected to be in round about the same region. So the judge refused Harry's request for permission to appeal, saying his application was largely a recapitulation of the case he had already lost. So there's no compelling reasons to allow the appeal. So yeah, Harry is still required to give 30 days of notice for any travel plans to the UK, so that each visit can be separately assessed on its own merit. And one thing we have seen over the visits that he has made is that he has at least received the protection from the airport to wherever he's going. Personally, I think he should just be relying on his own paid security. I don't think he should be drawing down on any UK finances or support. And he certainly should not be receiving police protection when he's going about his own activities and business whilst within the UK. In my mind, that is completely untenable, but I am not the one making those choices or decisions. Every visit will be assessed on its own individual merit. I would say to Harry, pay up. The taxpayer should not be out of pocket. Right, thank you for listening to today's video. If you've enjoyed it, please give it a big old thumbs up. Don't forget to share on social media. And of course, do hit that bell so that you know whenever I upload a new video. So from me, mwah, to you all, and goodbye. Monster